All right, welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Fourth game of the evening is against Castro Concrete, who is batting, versus the home team from Pueblo, Colorado, Naughty by Nature. First batter is Travis Havens. He's a center fielder. Castro Concrete out of Austin, Texas. Shows a bunt but pulls it back. Two balls, no strikes on Havens. Starts off with a attempted bunt, foul ball. Pitching for Naughty by Nature, Jalen Cubston. If I've read that right, the penmanship's a little off. Catching for Naughty by Nature is Ty Ariano.
Here's the roster for J-Train. That's their official roster.
Ground ball to the shortstop. That's fielded, but Tejas cannot handle the throw by the shortstop, Brandon Martin, who covered some ground for that ball, but just missed getting that out. So Travis starts with a single. Brings up the left-handed Will Sandifer. It's a strike called on Will Sandifer. Showed bunt. Calls the strike. Pick off to first. Close call, but Travis is safe at first. Fouled off. No balls, two strikes. That ball's driven to right field. Sandifer falls down on his way to second. Called safe at second. And that drives in the first run of the game, Travis Havens. So Will Sandifer with a double, despite falling halfway between first and second. Got to get that shiny white uniform dirty sometime. Brings up Alexis Garula, left fielder, batting third. Another swing and a miss. No balls, two strikes. Sandifer standing on second. Ball's a little low. Garula takes ball two as Ty fires it back to the pitcher. think he was alert on that one. That came pretty hard back. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Garula. Ball is low. Full count for Alexis Garula. Ball low. So Garula draws a walk. I have a cleanup hitter, Jose Luis Rojas. I'll be doing the catching for Caleb Coco once they hit the field. Ball comes in, strike. Swing and a miss, big swing by Rojas. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the first inning. The Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. That ball is fouled off the backstop. Gets him swinging, but there's no room for him at first base. It's the first out of the top of the first. Brings up Irving Nunez Palomar, third baseman for Castro Concrete. Ground ball to Mario Arellano. Gets the force and gets him out at first for a double play. 4-3 double play for Mario Arellano to Josh Tellez. So they get out of that, giving up 1 run on 1 hit. 2 hits in the top of the first. We'll be back after a short break. All right, welcome back to the 22nd annual Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament held here in Pueblo, Colorado at Joe Santos Field. Coming up in the bottom half of the first inning for Naughty by Nature is Marcus Casados. Ball outside. Takes that pitch for a strike. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Marcus Casados. That ball's fouled off the left side. Just a tad late on that one. One ball, 2 strikes on Casados. Swing and a miss for out number 1. Brings up left fielder Jake Galena. Doesn't look like Jake has gotten a haircut since last year's Santos tournament. Ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2.
County beat Palisades. They put it on them too.
Like 7-1 or something?
Does that put them in the championship game, or what are they?
Semi-final, I think. Galena goes down swinging for out number 2. That brings up the big third baseman, Efren Perez. See the ball tracker right in the zone. 67 miles per hour. Ball catches the inside corner on Perez for strike 1.
Justice and Efren, same birthday, born same year.
Efren takes a hack at it, just a tad behind. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Catcher lines up outside. Good waist pitch. Good eye for Efren Perez. Eyes popped up on the right side. First baseman kind of misreads it. Let's give Efren Perez some new life, as his coach Tojo Soto reminds him. Perez fouls that one off, keeps the count at 1-2. Efren originally out of Venezuela. Swing and a miss. Catcher misses it. Efren hustles down first, and that gets past the first baseman as Perez takes advantage of the bad throw and heads to second base. Now we have the cleanup hitter, veteran Eli Trujillo out of Pueblo County. Eli takes that first pitch, as it sounds like his #1 fan in the stands yelling, "Go Daddy." Swing and a miss for Eli Trujillo. Efren Perez out second base, 2 outs. No balls and 2 strikes on Trujillo. Fouls that off the catcher's face mask. Jose Luis Rojas. Again, pitching is Caleb Coco. Shakes off a few signs. Finds what he likes. Brings in the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. And Eli Trujillo goes down swinging for out number 3. So Naughty by Nature unable to get on the scoreboard. And still trail 1-0 after 1 complete inning. We'll take a quick break and come back for the top of the 2nd inning. Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Here in its 22nd year, sponsored by Alpine Bank, Caldwell Bankers, Gil Baca, the Arriaga family, and Angelus Chapel. Got Raiden Amos. Fouls that ball out of play. Raiden playing first base tonight for Castro Concrete out of Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, the stand-up comedy place in the world, known for its stand-up comedy at every block in downtown Austin. Home of Kill Tony at at the mothership in Austin, Texas. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Raiden Amos. Last name.
This picture here,
Yeah.
it's what's his name? Gustavus or something like that.
Yeah, that's look at.
Yeah, Gustavus. He used to pitch strike 3.
Batter strikes out for out number 1.
I think he used to throw for the band.
Like Gustafson.
Gustafson. Okay.
Like the fishing movie.
I saw your little scribble. You didn't know how to spell it. All right. We got our pitcher for Naughty by Nature's last name cleared up. Bobby Galena kind of just squiggled because he didn't know how to spell Gustafson. And Mario Ariano drops the ball.
Unusual from him.
Very unusual for Ariano, who normally plays shortstop.
Swinging the bat, man. Aggressive at the plate, this team.
Got Diego Nunez Palomino, the designated player. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Diego Nunez Palomino. That ball had some movement, catches that outside corner. Goes down looking for out number 2. As we have Ray Alvarez behind the plate, umpiring. And Ruben Casals out on the field. See Ruben still nursing a little limp there from getting hit the first game that he umped. Caught a foul ball right off the leg. Ariano lets that one go by. Israel Gomez, the batter, left fielder, number 21. Two balls, 1 strike on Gomez. Here at the top of the 2nd inning at Joe Santos Field. Pickoff play to second, another close one. Re-question, umpire asks for help. Ruben Casals says no, he did not go, so that makes the count 3-1 on Israel Gomez. Called strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Israel Gomez, left-handed batter from Austin, Texas. That's a ground ball to Ariano, who fields that one clean. Throw a little off, but Casal says yes. Tejas stayed.
Called him out. Called out already.
So he's called out for out number 3. Naughty by Nature gets out of that with a ground out to second base. We'll be back at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. And its 22nd year up to bat for Naughty by Nature in the bottom of the second. First baseman Josh Tejas. And that catches him right in the elbow. And even with the guard on, that still hurts. So hit by a pitch. Josh Tejas. Now we have the veteran second baseman Mario Ariano. Born in Pueblo, Colorado, now living in Denver, Colorado, maybe in the outskirts somewhere. He's a teacher, history teacher. Should hear this guy talk about history. He knows so much. He's probably forgotten more history than I've ever known. Nice bunt, kind of in no man's land, and Mario finds himself with the single. Smart play, he hit that well. Pulled the bat out last second, and that moves over Josh Tejas to second base. Got speed on the bases for Anthony Ichabone. He's the designated player for Naughty by Nature. Hitting for the pitcher, Jaden Gustafson. Swing and a miss. Another bunt. That's fielded. Moves the runners over. So a sacrifice bunt for Anthony Ichabone. Moving Tejas to third. And Ariano to second. Naughty by Nature has something cooking here. With one out in the bottom of the second. And Brandon Martin, the batter. Bringing it home, and Tejas gets caught at home, trying to score for the second out of the game. So a fielder's choice to the third baseman. Throws out Tejas at home for out number 2. Now we have the number 9 hole hitter, the catcher, Ty Ariano. Swing and a miss. I really like Ty, but he makes me feel old because he calls me Unk. Ty having a hard time catching up to that 73-mile-per-hour pitch. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Coco looking to work his way out of this. Looks like we're going to have kind of a waste pitch here to see if Ariano chases, and he holds back. Jose Luis Rojas, the catcher, started walking off, thought that was a for sure swing. But again, they're working that outside corner as Ty has chased 2 out of 3. Looks like we're going to have an outside up. Gets him at first after a dropped strike 3 for out number 3. So Naughty by Nature has some options on second and third, but they can't bring him in. They're still scoreless, down by 1 to Castro Concrete. We'll be back in a few moments for the top of the 3rd inning.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado at the 22nd annual Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. We start this top of the 3rd with the leadoff hitter, number 24, Travis Havens. Big guy. Fouls that one off. Ball gets by Ariano. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball to left field. And that's misjudged by Galena. Havens comes in. Ariano thinks he got him. That was a close one for sure. But an error on Galena. And Havens takes advantage of that, flying. Flying through first, second, third. Eventually home, diving in. A coast play to score the 2nd run of the ball game. Havens has both runs this game as Will Sandifer, shortstop, steps into the box. Catches the outside corner for strike one.
Toss that in the dark.
Again, we have Jaden Gustafson pitching. Ground ball to Ariano. Takes care of that for the first out of the third inning. Now we have Alexis Garula, the left fielder for Castro Concrete. That ball is up for ball one. Trying to delay a little bit. I'm trying to delay so I don't feel like I'm predicting. I guess there's a delay in the live stream. Makes it look like I'm predicting what's happening as it's before it happens. But that's a base hit by Garula. Single to left field. Cleanup hitter Jose Luis Rojas. Runner on first base with one out. Ariano's calling for a ground ball here. Lays off that one for ball one. It's a high fly ball. It's taking Galena back again, and that's out of the ballpark. A 2-run home run for Jose Luis Rojas. Ball's kind of taken off out there. So a 2-run blast for Jose Luis Rojas, the catcher, Castro Concrete. Brings up Irving Nunez Palomar, who hit into a double play his last at-bat. .68 mph pitch. Catcher thought that was a strike. That one's fouled off.
No shoes in this game. I haven't seen any. Shoes are not good. They gotta be terrible to the other side. Not terrible.
Right. Well, if we're looking at cleats, those are Jordan 4s that Irving is wearing, which is my all-time favorite Jordan shoe, but it's also one of the most uncomfortable shoes. But I think they're the best looking. So yeah, those are the Jordan 4s that he's wearing. Ground ball. Tejas eats that up. Nice play at first base for out number 2. That's one of those hits that you don't have much time to think. It's just in your glove before you know it. Nice play, Tejas. Ground ball just gets by Ariano. Making the dive. Okay. This is Juanes. So that was Raiden Amos. Came up with the single. Just got by the second baseman. Now we have Jamil Delgado Palomino. Ground ball to shortstop. There in time. Nice play by Brandon Martin to pick up that third out, but Castro Concrete picks up 3 runs to increase that lead to 4-0. We'll be back at the bottom of the third inning with Naughty by Nature up to bat, top of the lineup.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. The top of the lineup, the bottom of the third inning with Marcus Casados. Pass ball on Jose Luis Rojas. Well, I guess not a pass ball, there's no one on base, but ball gets by him. Casados struck out his first at bat. He hits that one sharply to the third baseman. Nice play by Irving Nunez Palomino at third base. So Casados grounds out for out number one. Now we had Jake Galena, left fielder. Jake struck out his first at bat. Takes a bit off of that one. For strike one, that was 60 miles per hour. Swinging on that one, they're working that outside corner. Coco picks up the signal. And again, working that outside corner. This one a little off the plate. Fouls that off. Perez might want to get on the other on-deck circle. One ball, two strikes on Jake Galena. Caleb Coco, the pitcher. And that called strike three. And yes, that does catch the very bottom half of the strike zone. Love this technology that Luciano brings to Pueblo, Colorado for the tournament every year. Keeping the umpires honest. As Perez takes a big swing at that one. No balls, one strike. We got two outs.
Yeah. He's asking if it was a strike, yeah. 0-1. That was a strike. Yeah, he swing.
I don't know how we missed that. Perez reached on an error, his first at bat. Fouls that one off to McDonald's. Pitcher Caleb Coco. Yeah. Caleb Coco, pitcher Jose Luis Rojas, his catcher. Working an 0-2 count. And Efren can't catch up to it. And goes down swinging for out number three. All Coco makes easy work in that bottom half of the third. Score still 4-0 as we come back after the break, the top of the fourth inning here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
We're back here at Joe Santos Field, the top of the fourth inning. Castro Concrete batting. Naughty by Nature out on the field, and we have number 19, Diego Nunez Palomino. Jaden Gustafson on the mound for Naughty by Nature. His catcher, Ty Ariano. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 count. See where Ariano wants it. Work that corner again. And got it. Swinging. First out. The top of the fourth inning. That brings up left fielder Israel Gomez. Israel grounded out to the second baseman, his first at-bat. Shows bunt, tries to slap. Haven't seen much of that. But batting from the left side, if you could slap it down the third baseline, you have a good chance of finding yourself at first base with a hit. Checks his swing. And it is called a strike. That ball's outside as Ariano tries to frame it. 70-mile-per-hour pitch for Jaden Gustafson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catches him looking on the changeup. Once again, we have Ruben Casales out in the field and Ray Alvarez behind the plate, umpires for tonight's game. Castro Concrete, this team has been together for 64 years. Founded by Mr. Lee Castro. I asked them what's their favorite tourney to play, and they said their own. I believe it's called the Latin Tournament out in Texas.
What was the question? Of what? Yeah. I have. Oh, you found it.
We're back with Travis Havens. up to bat. We got 3-1 count with 2 outs. Havens had that in the Parker off the air by Jake Galena, and he lets that one go by for ball 4. We had 2 outs. Number 2 hitter, Will Sandifer. That ball looked like it did catch the corner. Ground ball to Tejas. They're checking to see if that ball was fair or foul. And look at the replay. Looks like the glove of Tejas was on the other side of the line. That would have been a foul ball. Nevertheless, Havens took the walk on what looked to be a strike. So no harm, no foul. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th inning with Pueblo and Eli Trujillo leading it off for Naughty by Nature. We'll be back. Back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament with Eli Trujillo, the batter for Naughty by Nature. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Takes a swing at that one, bringing the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. That's laced to center field. Center fielder tracks it down. It's a nice play by Travis Havens. Ball hit sharply by Eli Trujillo. Brings up the first baseman, Josh Tejas. Swing and a miss. Looks like he moved his feet a little bit on that one. Leaves that ball up high for ball 2. Inside pitch by Caleb Coco. As Rojas steps out to calm him down a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here, bottom of the 4th inning. That's fouled off by Tejas. Both feet kind of stepping out. Grounds that ball to the first baseman. That's Raiden Amos for out number 2.
Line up for the next thing.
I don't think.
J train. All right.
I need
Which
the
one
white
do you
one.
need?
I
The
need
white
the
one? Okay. Thank you.
Can you, it's just for the commentary.
Okay.
You can fill that out.
Okay. Yes.
Mario Ariano, the batter. Mario had a base hit bunt his first at bat. Mario takes a swing. 0-2 count for Ariano. Mario stays alive. Still in that 0-2 count. Fouled off. Still staying alive. Naughty by Nature out of Pueblo, Colorado. This is their 8th season together. The team founder, Bobby Galena, and their favorite attorney to play is this very tournament right now, Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Mario looks at that outside pitch, and it's called strike 3. So for 2 straight innings, Naughty by Nature has gone up, 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back here after a short break at the Joe Santos Memorial Softball Tournament. We're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 22nd annual Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. Alexis Garula, number 25, up to bat, 2-0 count. Alexis has a walk and a single. Takes that ball inside, 3-0 count. Gustafson finds himself back in the zone. 3-1 on Garula. And that's fouled off. Gustafson fights back to get himself into a full count. Here against Alexis Garula. Lays off that, takes it for ball 4. So Garula picks up his second walk of the game. Now we have the catcher, Jose Luis Rojas. Rojas struck out his first at bat and had a home run his second at bat. Lays off that pitch, nods that that's a good pitch for a strike. It's fouled off the plate. 0-2 count on Rojas. Garula at first. It's a ground ball, foul. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. That's grounded to Tellez, called foul. Yeah, that one was not as close as the one in the last inning. Oh, that light from the parking lot shining right as soon as the ball was pitched. I wonder if that affected Rojas at all. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And catches him swinging as Ariano hangs on to the tip. 1 out. Runner on first base, and that brings up Irving Nunez Palomar, third baseman for Castro Concrete. Ground ball eaten up by Efren. Gets it there in time, and they roll the double play. 5-4-3 double play. The quick hands of Efren Perez to Ariano to Tellez. It's a nice play. So Castro Concrete goes 3 up, 3 down. Sorry, they did have 1 runner, but they did go 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back after a short break here at the Joe Santos Memorial Fastball Tournament. back here at Pueblo, Colorado. The bottom of the 5th inning. We have just a little more than 7 minutes on the game clock. So this might be it. Anthony Ichabone, the DH, fouls that ball off down the third baseline. So Caleb Coco has pitched a fine game, having not given up a run thus far. But there's definitely this half inning where Naughty by Nature definitely has the talent to put some runs on the board and tie this thing up. Swung and missed by Ichabone for out number 1. That brings up Brandon Martin. Brandon Martin hit into a fielder's choice his first at bat. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That ball's high. 2-0 count. 61-mile-per-hour pitch. (3-0) on Brandon Martin. Brandon's given the take sign on this 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. So Martin draws a walk. Okay. We have Juan Santiago hitting for Ty Ariano. It's fouled off the right side. That's fouled off. 0-2 count. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Castro Concrete up 4-0 over Naughty by Nature. Runner takes off. Safe. Brandon Martin steals second base. Some wheels. Now we have a runner in scoring position for Juan Santiago. 1-2 count on Santiago. It's a pass ball left high. Brandon Martin holds off. Probably could have made it. I think part of the problem is Jose Luis Rojas is a big guy. It's hard to see the ball get by him. Swing and a miss for Santiago for out number 2. And Brandon Martin gives himself up so they have the next inning and get another at bat. It's a smart decision because now Naughty by Nature gets to come back at the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be back after a few short messages from our sponsors here in Pueblo, Colorado. Back here in Pueblo, Colorado, with Naughty by Nature versus Castro Concrete. This will be the last inning, as time will soon expire, but Naughty by Nature, being the home team, still has that last at bat. Called strike on Raiden Amos, the first baseman for Castro Concrete. Jaden Gustafson, the pitcher. And that comes in low as Ray Alvarez, the umpire, takes that off the shin, or set off the chest protector.
See his knee. I seen him in the parking lot.
Really. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Raiden Amos. Changeup. Fielded by Martin. Sorry, Casados. It was Brandon Martin. The heck of a play. But Raiden Amos legs it out. Single for Amos. Brings up Jamil Delgado Palomino. Ground ball to Martin again. Gets that lead runner. But Tejas cannot handle the Ariano throw. So Jamil on a fielder's choice. We have Diego Nunez Palomino. Diego with 2 strikeouts in the game. That's a ground ball to Tejas. Pretty much his only play. Scoops it to Brandon Martin, but not in time. As Palomino lines up at second. So an infield single for Diego Nunez Palomino. Now we have Israel Gomez up to bat. Israel grounded out to second base and struck out his last at bat. Checks that swing for a strike. It's fouled off the left side. 0-2 count for Israel Gomez.
Black team.
Called strike 3 for out number 2. Israel Gomez goes down looking. That brings us back to the top of the lineup with Travis Havens. Got to be about 6'3", 6'4". Runners move on the pass ball. So now runners at second and third. 2 outs. Jaden Gustafson. Looking to find that last out. Ariano is able to field that ball and avoid the pass ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on second and third. That's fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Big at bat right here.
Yeah, Naughty by Nature does not want to give up another run. Already trailing by 4 with their last at-bats coming up. That ball's called a strike. Let's see if we could take a look at the strike cam. Yep, just a bit low.
Oh man, that's a shot.
And that's hit deep to left field for a 3-run home run. Just exactly what Naughty by Nature did not want to happen. Projected distance 288 feet. Exit velocity at 90.
Who they arguing with?
Galena.
Huh?
Galena.
Who's he arguing with? Always. Every year.
Will Sandifer, the batter. Shortstop. Will has a double, 2 groundouts. That one is taken off the glove of Ariano. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs for Will Sandifer. Ground ball to Perez. Perez with the good arm gets Sandifer for out number 3. Well, Naughty by Nature down by 7. Their last at bat coming up. We'll have that here at the bottom of the 6th inning after a short break.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
We're back at the bottom half of the 6th inning. Naughty by Nature looking to tie this game up or take the lead, but they are trailing 7-0. We're at the top of the lineup with Marcus Casados. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but called a strike. Takes a big swing. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Casados. Another big swing. Goes down swinging. 1 out. That brings up the left fielders, Jake Galena.
Last bats.
Yeah, this is it.
It's all over, but it's crying in my eyes. Did I give you back your pen?
Ball called strike inside. I think so.
Can I use it? You can after this.
Yeah, they're already arguing with the other team.
Oh boy.
The
Every game, every year. These guys, every year. Fighting and arguing.
they almost I almost didn't let them in because they didn't want to pay the entry fee for the sprinkler.
Really?
Well, I don't have it. I go, well,
That ball catches the outside corner.
yeah, I need the money.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Jake Galena. It's a base hit down the third baseline. Stand-up double for Galena. It's a line drive base hit. Which brings up Efren Perez.
You need a Bessemer sticker on your Bessemer.
Oh,
This is what this is called Bessemer. This area is Bessemer. You have Nova Scotia, all that. You need a sticker that says Bessemer. I'll get you one.
Ball called strike
Logo?
on Perez.
I think we have some. I'll look for it. This guy running out of steam a little bit.
I think he's just playing around with these guys truthfully.
Caleb Coco, the pitcher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jose Luis Rojas, his catcher. And Perez fouls that off, bringing that count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now 1 out. Jake Galena on second base. Efren Perez, the batter. Perez goes down swinging. The second out, the bottom of the 6th inning. That brings up Eli Trujillo. Trujillo with a strikeout and a fly out to left field in his at-bats. Ball down the middle, called strike. swing at it. Now has an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss with Eli. Takes first base as they're unable to. Got Josh Tejas up. That's a swing for strike 1. I thought the same thing and I forgot.
I have them in the Jeep.
No balls, 2 strikes on Tejas. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Tejas goes down swinging. And that is the ball game. Final score, Naughty by Nature 0, Castro Concrete 7. We'll take a quick break and come back with our next game.